If you were Brian Hooker's lawyer right now, other than telling him not to cooperate with the United States Coast Guard Investigative Service, what else would you be telling him?
I would be conducting a parallel investigation that matched exactly what I would think the feds are doing. I would download what his iCloud shows on his phone. I would see whether or not he had apps open that were tracking him at the time. He may know that was apparently, by all accounts, pretty sophisticated when it comes to that. Those kinds of things. I would look at computer searches because I guarantee you they looked at all of his devices to see what his search history looks like. The very prevalent law enforcement idea. They're going to look at his phone records, see who he talked to, when he talked to them. They're going to scour his financial records. They're going to take a look at anything, and they're going to investigate anything that his wife was doing. So they will be talking to the wife's friends. The defense will probably go down as far as they can in terms of retrieving any of the wife's information and data that they've got. They're going to want to know everything or try to know everything that the prosecution is doing.
Usually at this time, this is when I say, oh, they'll be looking at his Google searches, I'm sure. But now, Mark Garagos, there's a whole other area that you're going to have to look at, and that is AI, because we know, based on some of the messaging and the maps that he had created to send, to his friends, these are red herrings because his GPS said he didn't do that trip that he told everybody he did. He used Gemini to do those searches and create those maps. So now there's a whole other area for not only federal investigators, but defense attorneys to also run down as well the AI searches and the map creations,
Yeah, and that can be devastating because AI is so interactive in terms of asking questions, look for this. It really is like somebody's brain. I used to make the argument 20 years ago that a circumstantial evidence case, when you want to look at the intent, because almost all of the cases that you cover and that I defend have to do with the mental state, right? It's always trying to prove the intent and what was the intent. Mens rea, exactly. Now, you now have AI searches where you literally are looking at somebody's brain having an internal conversation. I can't imagine getting a better kind of window into somebody's intent in real time than an AI conversation. Any search you do, depending on the jurisdiction you do in AI, in discovery, you can sometimes have to turn that over, be ordered to turn that over. I mean, that might seem unfair to somebody because it's so prevalent at this point, but that's a danger. It's a real danger.